Hello everyone, at the time of making this video it's Wednesday the 24th of June 2020, and the reason I'm rushing this video out is because this cleaner that I'm about to open is on special offer. It's on an introductory offer from sebo.co.uk. This is a Sebo K1 Pastel and the colour I've chosen is mint. And at the moment from Sebo you can get this for £239.92, which would normally retail for around £290. I bought this myself. I'm not affiliated with Sebo or any other vacuum cleaner manufacturer. And you can just see behind me, and I did make a video. This is the Pastel Twist X7. I did make a video of that, but I've got technical trouble with the video, so you haven't seen that yet. That was also on offer at 20% off. So I think Sebo seem to be offering special offers from time to time now on their website, so you need to check their website if you're interested in a Sebo, or follow them on Instagram and Facebook, I believe, and I think they post their offers there. So I'm interested in this cleaner. I've got several K1s. You'll know if you follow my channel. I do like Sebo vacuums. They are good quality German-made bagged machines. There is an accessory included with this. In fact, this comes with absolutely loads of accessories. But there's one particular new accessory that I wanted to try out. And it's one reason I went for this, apart from, of course, it was on special offer. So first out of the box, we have a good quality extension wand. Well, obviously it's adjustable. Now this is the first part of the brand new tool, and it just looks like an upholstery nozzle, and indeed that's what it is, but it's also something else which I'll show you when I find the rest of the cleaning tool that's inside the box. We have a hose with a nice comfortable ergonomic handle. This cleaner also comes with a dusting brush. Many Sebo cleaners, upright and cylinder models, don't have a dusting brush as standard, but with this particular version, with the pastel range, you do get the triangular shaped dusting brush, and there's also a clamp so you can actually fit it to the wand. Now this is the second part of the brand new tool. You can buy this tool on its own. I've checked Sebo's website, but it's £45. So I thought, well, I might as well buy the vacuum and get the tool. Obviously I didn't need another vacuum cleaner, but one can never have too many. Well, yes, one can. Now that is very wide actually. This is for your hard floors, or even your delicate hard floors like parquet. Very wide. So if you've got wide areas of hard floor to clean, that will make short work of it. It's got two wheels as well, but obviously can't work like this. You need to connect this, so it's like a 2-in-1. So let's check. There we go. So that's how you'd use it, as the large dedicated hard floor nozzle. And to release the upholstery nozzle, you just press that little lever there and you can take that out. So it's a 2-in-1. So that's the first new and exclusive tool you get with a Pastel, this 2-in-1 nozzle. Sebo also have the latest turbo head with this cleaner. So let's just open it up. It'll be interesting to see if this turbo head works on my plush pile carpeting in my living room. I did show you a model, I've not fully tested it yet, an E1 in a chocolate brown colour that came with this head. So it has quite stiff brushes. They're quite short, but they are a bit stiffer than many turbo heads. So I'm going to see how well it works on this carpet. But it is an improved design. It's designed to work with the lower wattage cleaners. This is an 890 watt motor, which is just under the 900 watt limit that we have to have in EU countries. Now, obviously, the UK have left the EU, but that law still stands for us at least. Now, we also get, again, I need to open up the bag, another dedicated carpet and floor nozzle. And again, this is a slightly newer design. and again, this was featured with the E1, the chocolate brown E1 that I showed you on my channel. So it's an all plastic base plate, litter pickers. You've got a brush that goes almost the full circumference of the nozzle. You've got two wheels at the back, parking slot, parking bracket to slot into the parking slot, and it's one of these click fits. I'll just show you. All the large tools have a click fitting, so one firm click, you're not going to remove that nozzle until you press the button. So that's good. So I do like this design nozzle. Again, it's hard floors and carpets because there's a nice big pedal. So brush up for carpets, brush down for hard floors. Okay, what else have we got? Of course, instruction book. This has a 5-year parts and labour guarantee, by the way. We've got one spare dust bag with, of course, it's just dropped down the box as it would. Come on, there we are. That's the little cap, so you can actually open the machine, cap off the dust bag and remove the dust bag, and you don't have any dust or dirt escaping when you're changing the bag. And here's the cleaner itself in the mint green. If you want a different colour, you can get this in 3 other colours, a pastel blue and a pink as well. But because I had this pink X7, I decided to get that in pink. I thought I'd go for the nice mint. You can buy the X7 in this mint colour as well in their pastel range. But at the moment, they're not on offer. Right, here we go. And the K1 is an older design from Sebo. It's been superseded really by the E series, but they still make this, and they've given it an update with this rather snazzy colour scheme and a new design air belt. I'm not sure if you can pick it up, but it's got little diamonds, I suppose you could say, instead of just being a plain grey, so that just lifts the design a bit. So as you can see, it's quite a compact, lightweight little cylinder or canister vacuum cleaner. It's a little bit unusually styled. There's no automatic cord rewind button on this machine, but it does have automatic cord rewind, but it uses the pull system. So basically you pull out the cord, and I believe on this machine it's an 8-meter cord. The complete cleaning radius of this cleaner is 10.5 meters, so it's quite a large area you can clean without having to find another socket. But basically you pull the lead out. Normally I would pull it out to the fullest extent, so when you finish cleaning you just give the cable a slight tug and it rewinds automatically. On the other side here we have storage for the crevice tool, and we've got a little bit of packaging to remove. And as you can see, it's a full-sized crevice tool, a proper crevice tool, none of your little tiny ones that you get with many cleaners nowadays. That is your sort of full size. It looks about 30 centimeters, 12-inch size to me. Ideal for getting down the sides of your chairs, in between your car seats, all those nooks and crannies where dust and dirt collects. And that stores on board just at the back there. Also at the back we've got this parking slot, so you can put the large tools just to park them briefly. And I'll just check. Yes, the new dual purpose floor nozzle and upholstery nozzle also parks, as will, just reach over, the main carpet and floor nozzle. The other onboard tool you get with the K1 is this here, built into the top. Now the one thing about this is your upholstery nozzle for your upholstery and curtains and other soft furnishing. You have to use it with the crevice nozzle, you can't use it any other way. So the crevice nozzle just fits into there, and then you can connect your crevice nozzle directly to your handle. So you've got this, it's got its pluses and minuses. It's a little bit fiddly that you have to have 2 tools in order to make one tool work. But on the other hand, it's a nice height to use when you're cleaning your upholstery, and you can use it on your stairs, I suppose, if you want to. But it gives you that bit of extra reach, so it's a nice comfortable nozzle to use. But it is, some people don't like the fact you have to use both in order to use that. So, but that's how it is. It's just a little niggle for some folk. Under here, that's popped out. Hang on, there we go. Under here we have the exhaust filter, and this has anti-allergy hospital grade S-class filtration, and it is approved by the Asthma and Allergy Foundation, I believe. So the exhaust filter, which I believe you have to replace about once a year. This will be stiff because it's brand new. There we are. That's your exhaust filter. These are non-washable. They need to be replaced, as I said. That fits into there, clicks into place, and you put the cover back on, like so. And the exhaust air actually comes out of Sebo's AIRBELT system, so it's diffused around the body of the machine. So this AIRBELT not only diffuses the air, it also helps to muffle the noise, but it also protects the cleaner and your furniture because it's a soft, spongy material. And if in time, in many years of use, this AIRBELT cover becomes damaged, you can buy replacements directly from Sebo or Amazon, other places like that. What else is there to show you? Well, here's the on-off switch, which you basically just press once to turn on and once again to turn off, and you can vary the suction power by turning the dial like so. And you've also got a bag check indicator here, which will also illuminate if you get a blockage. So that's nearly all the machine, but where do we get to the bag? Well, unusually the bag is accessed from underneath the cleaner. And as I put the cleaner on its end, and of course you can store it stood on its end. You can also stand it on a stair when you're cleaning stairs. There's also another storage slot at the back of the machine. You've got 3 swivel casters, which makes this machine more manoeuvrable than some that just may have 2 fixed wheels at the back and 1 swivel caster at the front. Having all swivel casters mean it'll move in all directions. Now, it doesn't move very easily on this carpet. Not many of my vacuum cleaners do. It's quite a plush pile. But on low to medium pile carpet and hard floors, of course, it does move around very easily. Okay, back to the bag. There's a little button here. We just press to take the bag door off, and the bag door comes completely off. If you want to remove it, you don't have to. And then here is the Ultra bag. So you simply just remove the bag, cap it off with one of the green caps, and you always get spare caps when you buy a new pack of bags, and dispose of the dirt, and the dirt will stay in there. There's no filters to wash, and there's no messy cyclones, no dusty smell. When you remove the machine, as long as you cap it off, you'll see very little dust with a bagged vacuum. Here is the pre-motor filter. Again, that needs to be replaced. The cheapest way of replacing both filters is to buy a service box, which includes, I believe, 8 dust bags, this filter and the exhaust filter that I showed you earlier. So I would say once a year, if this is your only cleaner, use it on a regular basis. Replace the filters once a year for optimum performance. Pop that back, and then the bag goes back. There's 2 arrows. You basically just slide it in, make sure it's firmly in place. If it's not in place properly, you won't be able to close the bag door. If you try and use it bagless, you won't be able to, because the bag door won't close. Everything about Sebo, so I've said it before, if you're a regular viewer of mine, I like Sebo cleaners. Now, I've never had anything free from Sebo. I'm promoting their products because I like them. I have nothing to gain if you buy a Sebo or not. So I just happen to like Sebo cleaners, and I've liked them for many years because they're one of the few manufacturers nowadays that offer bagged cleaners but also offer quality vacuum cleaners. Even on Miele, the quality has dropped somewhat, I've noticed, but I've not noticed the quality drop on Sebo. Hopefully it'll never happen. So there we go, pop that back. They're always a little bit stiff, but you have to make sure you push it firmly until it clicks. So there we go. So as I said, it's 890 watts. I've got some earlier models of this which are only 700 watts, and I think they're a little bit lacking in suction. So I'm hoping that having an 890 watt motor will make this better. I've got earlier versions of this that had 2100 watt motors, but obviously some of you know the EU changed all that and forced manufacturers to reduce the wattage of their cleaners. So I'll pull out all the cord. There we go. That's don't keep pulling it if you feel resistance. I'm just going to let a bit of the cord back in. There we go. Plug it in. And we can switch it on. We'll just attach the hose, and the hose is very light and flexible. Hose just plugs in, clicks in place like that, won't come off until you press 2 release buttons either side, and then you can take the hose off. One disadvantage of having the hose, as you can see, it's set to one side. It does mean when you're pulling the cleaner, it does tend to veer into one direction. It doesn't pull along straight often. Again, it's a little niggle, but it's just the fact that it's designed that way. But you know, it's not a deal breaker. So that feels fairly powerful for 890 watts. It's not the quietest cleaner. I think this is 75 decibels. I've got quieter vacuum cleaners in my collection, but it's by far not one of the noisiest vacuum cleaners either. But yeah, it seems okay. Let's connect up the wand. Everything clicks together very nicely with a Sebo. Now this newer design of turbo brush does have an adjustment here. So because I've got a plush pile carpet that has baffled many of my vacuum cleaners, including some very expensive vacuum cleaners, can't cope. Oh, incidentally, if you're wondering, if you've got a plush pile carpet and your vacuum doesn't cope, the X7 does work very well on this carpet. So I have been using this X7 quite often. It's one of the best cleaners, best modern cleaners that actually cleans this carpet without stopping the brush roll. It cleans it well because it has a electronic control, a computer inside that adjusts to the correct height. So this one, we can open up this vent for longer pile carpet. So I'll try it first with the vent closed, but I think it might struggle. Now, I should have warned headphone users before, but I'm going to switch this on. This will add to the noise level of the vacuum. Well, yeah, it does. It does work on this carpet, but it's pretty hard to push. So I will use the adjustment and fully open the cover here. This allows air to go into the nozzle, so it'll make it easier to push, and it'll stop the brush roll from stalling, as many turbo nozzles do stall on longer pile carpets. I'm just going to measure the suction power at the hose end using my suction gauge. Now this isn't an indication of how well the vacuum cleaner will actually clean, it's just a guide as to the suction power. I tend to use this with most of the newer vacuums I unbox just so I can compare. A good result for a cylinder vacuum cleaner, especially a lower wattage one, is around the 80 mark. So we'll have a look just to see what this 890 watt Sebo can do. Well, the gauge reached about 72, which is fairly average for a lower wattage cylinder cleaner. Well, that's about the end of my unboxing and first look at the Sebo AIRBELT K1 Pastel Mint. Now, I've rushed out this video for you today despite it being very hot. As soon as I've finished recording, I'm out in that garden. It's too hot to be inside making videos. but because it's a limited offer, I thought I'd better tell you in case any of you were interested. So at the moment it's £239.92. The normal price from Sebo is £290, and for under £240 this compares very favourably to the cheapest Dyson cordless, the V7, which is around £250 at the time of making the video. So I know where I'd rather spend my £250. I'd rather get a made in Germany cleaner with a 5-year parts and labour guarantee, a clean bagged disposal system, and something that's going to last well beyond the 5 years and certainly longer than the 2-year guarantee you get on a cordless Dyson. Obviously, cordless cleaners have their place. I have many cordless cleaners and they're useful for quick cleanups. But if you want to deep clean your home, if you want all the nooks and crannies cleaned, if you want to do a decent job of cleaning your car, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, you can't beat a corded vacuum cleaner. Just before I go, I'd like to repeat that I paid for this Sebo vacuum cleaner myself. Sebo UK have never given me a vacuum cleaner for free, but I will endorse the brand because I personally like them. I've liked Sebo cleaners for their build quality, the fact that they still make bagged vacuum cleaners, and in my opinion, bagged vacuum cleaners are the cleanest way to dispose of dust and dirt in your home. If you like bagless, if you like cordless, that's fine, it's your money. But for my money, if I was just to have one brand of vacuum cleaner in my home, I think it would be Sebo, with probably Miele making a close second. If you have any comments or questions about this Sebo or any other Sebo cleaner, ask below. You can also check out my Sebo playlist where you'll see all the other Sebo vacuum cleaners I've unboxed and demonstrated. So until the next video, thanks for watching and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.